Hello guys, this is my QA. Welcome to our video tutorial. In this video, I can show you how to install Jenkins CI and CD tool on AWS using Java, using Python, using Selenium, and finally, we will run our test case with Moodle application test scenario, create a new user on Jenkins installed on AWS, Amazon. Okay, first of all, we have to be sure that we have access to AWS account, right? So we have to create a new EC2 instance. Okay, so if you go here, EC2, we have to make a new instance. In this video, I will show you how to create the Amazon instance for Jenkins using Ubuntu distributive. I'm going here on the right top corner, it says launch instances. Okay, I need to find here search for MAI by entering the search, for example, Windows. I'm going to use Ubuntu. And in this video, I can show you how to use this distributive for Jenkins. This is called Ubuntu Server 2004. So let's select this one. And we have to continue with T2 Micro because it's free tier eligible option, right? So we have to continue, click by configure network details, instance details. We don't need to change anything here, so just keep the same settings. Let's go to the next one. For the next one, we have to specify a size of our disk, of our storage. So let's say if the free tier eligible customers can get up to 30 gigabytes of EBS general purpose SSD storage, which means up to means 29. I think 29 will be more than enough. We don't need to change anything here, so it's general purpose SSD GP2, nothing else. We're not changing anything except only size, 29. Okay, let's go to the next step. For the next step, we don't need to change or add something here. Just continue, just skip this step. This one is important step. Please just focus on it. So in this step, step number 6, we have to configure security group for our instance for EC2 Amazon server. So first of all, please keep in mind, this is already installed by default type. It's called SSH connection. The protocol is called TCP and port 22. We don't need to change anything here. We just need to change only one setting. It's called source. For some reason, on some computers, I've seen that only one option works. It's called my IP address. But you can try on your site anywhere a custom IP address. Okay, so but just to simplify this process, because I already know that works, I'm going to use my IP address. And Amazon right now will check my IP and will update it here. Instead, there's zeros. Okay, do you see, guys? It's my IP address right now where I'm located. Description, actually we can, which is say, for example, SSH for Jenkins. Okay, the next step, we have to add a new rule. This rule will be custom. Protocol TCP, but port will be 80. So this is my IP, and this is web server for Jenkins. The next one, the next TCP rule, it's going to be 8080 because this port, guys, we will use for Jenkins. So Jenkins will take and use this port 8080. Again, it's going to be my IP address, and I mentioned here as Jenkins. Yeah, that's it. Probably that's it. Okay. So let's click review and launch. So this is T2 Micro, which is good. The next step, we have 3 ports, 808080. Instance details, we haven't changed anything here. We changed the storage, we added 29 gigabytes, and we skipped this tag section. Okay, everything looking good. So we can launch. The next step is actually asking you, Amazon AWS is asking you about the key for SSH, because I already have my own key. It's called Pavlov. And the type of this SSH key is RSA. I'm going to select this one. But if you do not have your SSH key, yeah, just Google how to create. But actually, you just select this option, create a new key pair, and then you have to specify name of it and download it. don't download on your computer. Okay, so I'm selecting my existing RSA key pair. It's called Pavlov, and I need to select this option. I acknowledge that I have access to this key. Okay, and launch instances. All right, so right now your instances are now launching, which is good. We have to wait from 5 to 10 minutes. And yeah, so let's continue a bit later. Okay, so I was waiting for a few minutes. Now it's time to go to view instances. And we can check that our instance is in running state, but it's still initializing. So right now we almost done to be connected to this instance. So we have good news. Our instance is running and two checks passed. So let's get started. First of all, I need to click by this instance ID to be able to actually see all information, public IP address. So we will use this address to open a web browser and open Jenkins. So this address will be used. But let's try to connect this instance. So we are going to right top corner where we have connect button. And our goal is to go to this tab. It's called SSH client. Instruction is here. So we have to go, we have to open SSH client, which is in my case will be a terminal. On Windows, you can open your, for example, git bash, or yeah, so git bash probably good, or command line. So I'm navigating to my private key file. My key private file is located on the documents folder. It's called pavlov.pem. So all I need to do, I just need to run this command if necessary to ensure my key is not publicly viewable. So I can just execute this command. And I need to execute the last one. It says ssh -i pavlov pem ubuntu and other values. Just copy and paste. Now console is asking you, are you sure that you want to continue connecting to this server? I'm saying yes. Press enter. And voila, that's it. So if you see this connection with the green color, it means that we connected to our EC2 instance, to our Ubuntu server. So I'm gonna clear my screen. And now it's time to actually start doing something with our and for our Jenkins. Before we go with Jenkins and installations on our Ubuntu server, we have to be sure that we have access. First of all, we have created our repository with name, let's say Selenium AWS, and we placed 3 files there. The first file is called Moodle_locators. Second one is Moodle_methods, and last one Moodle_test. All these files have py extension, Python files. Okay, let me just show you Moodle_locators. As you can see, this file has options, class, options, arguments, and finally, line 22, we don't have like an absolute path for our Chrome driver, which is saying options equals sign options. So please keep in mind your Moodle_methods file has these lines and these arguments and parameters. Okay, so what about Moodle_test file? You please keep in mind what we have here. You can just pause this video and check on your side all these functions and yeah, the order of these functions, of these methods. And the last one is called Moodle_locators. Again, for the Moodle locators, maybe you can see other values for your username, for your password, and other values for those locators. Okay, so we have 3 files on our Selenium AWS repository. Okay, so we're ready to go. We have EC2 instance. Now it's time to start installation. So I have a big file, and this file will be attached to this video. So please get the file and execute line by line, and please compare with this video, okay? After that, everything should be good. All right, so first of all, we have to start with initial installation. So we have to run this command. It's called sudo apt-get update, just to be able to update all the possible libraries and models and modules that we have in our EC2 Ubuntu instance. Okay, we're done. The next one is called sudo apt-get upgrade. So finally we got them, but now it's time to upgrade all of them. We click in yes and press enter. It takes some time just to unlock everything and install, because this is upgrading process. Yeah, this process takes a little bit longer than the previous one for update only. Okay, we got it. So we installed two things. The initial installation. Let's continue with the installation Google Drive, Google Chrome. So first of all, we have to get all information about our future Google Chrome distributive. Okay, run please command sudo apt-get install -y and other commands with the fonts for this one. Okay, we got it. The next one, it's called wget. So actually we get in this information about distributive using wget command. Okay, so it says Google Chrome stable 100%. So which means we've got information what is the latest stable build right now available on the internet. Okay, from the secure resource. The next step, we have to install. We have to try to install. Actually, it's a built-in dependency tree. This command will not install the distributive, but will prepare a built-in dependency tree for our installation. Next one, we have to execute sudo dpkg-i google-chrome *deb command. Just copy and paste and press enter. Okay, so prepare to unpack a stable build. So right now it's unpacking process, Google Chrome stable. And guys, please just take a look on this one. So right now we get into information what is the latest stable build Google Chrome web browser is available on the market. So 98.0.4758. So please guys try to remember this information somehow. Okay, we will need it. The next step, we have to execute sudo apt-get install -f command one more time. And now it's the actual execution, actual installation. So we have to, right now is asking us, do you want to continue? We have to press Y and press enter. This is the actual execution. But after this execution, Google Chrome web browser will be installed on our EC2 Ubuntu instance on AWS. And we can check this information using a version command. So we can ask Linux what Google Chrome version we already installed. Okay, so just run command google-chrome then space -- version and press enter. Okay, so we have to remember this information. So it says 98, write this value. Also, my friends, before we actually go to the next step, I can show you a really important trick. So can you just please copy this information, just copy this value you can see right now on my screen, because maybe somehow in the future, if this video will be watched by like 1 month later, 2 months later, or like 1 year later, it's possible that this number will be changed. So this number will be updated, let's say 99 version, maybe version 100. So it's always new version because we get in information, what is this stable, the latest version, right? And it's always dynamic value. So we have to copy this information, copy only number without Google Chrome. Then please go to your list of commands and just find information here and install Chrome driver. Just find information about the number of this binary and remove it and paste a new one that you copied right now from this command. Okay, it should be bracket. This should be / and then number / and Chrome driver underscore Linux 64.zip. Okay, so this information should be copied and pasted there. All right, we're good to go. This step we done. The next step is going to be install the Chrome driver. So Chrome driver is addition, like actually a connection to Google Chrome browser. And without Chrome driver, we can actually we're not able to run our test, right? So that's why we have to install separately Google Chrome browser, even on Linux, and separately Google Chrome driver. Okay, so first of all, again, apt-get update. Okay, done. The next step, again, wget command. So we have to be sure again that this number is here, because guys, if this number will be different that you got from previous command when you ran this command, yeah, your test will be failed. So it doesn't work. So two versions, the Google Chrome web browser version and Google driver should be identical, absolutely identical. Okay, please keep in mind that. Okay, we got it. The next step, we have to install um, unzip package, because this unzip package will unzip our future Chrome driver Linux 64 zip file, and will give us a binary, a Chrome driver binary. Okay, the next one, sudo apt-get update. Okay, we got it. Because we already installed unzip library, unzip package, we can try to unzip Chrome driver. Okay, yeah, so it says archive Chrome driver underscore Linux 64.zip. Chrome driver is available. Chrome driver is extracted. The next step, we have to move our Chrome driver binary to its destination. So destination will be on the right side of my command. So it's user bin in Chrome driver. So we have to copy from current position, current location to the expected location. Execute it. It doesn't give you any commands. It doesn't give you any messages. And now it's time to check our Chrome driver version. So just run command and press enter. And we have to be, again, very careful with this number. So it says starting Chrome driver, and please check that you see the same number from this command and actually from previous one, from Google Chrome version. Okay, should be identical. All right, so good news. We have Google Chrome, we have Chrome driver, the same versions. Now it's time to install Java and Jenkins. It's impossible to install Jenkins without Java. Actually, it's possible, but it's not going to be possible to open and run Jenkins without Java. So first of all, installation for Java 11 distributive, and finally Jenkins installation. Let's get started. First of all, again, we have to update um, our options. Then is search for OpenJDK. So we have big list of all available commands. We have to be sure that version 11 is present and visible. So it says here OpenJDK -11 -JDK or headless or Java edition, right? So we good. The next step, we have to execute command install OpenJDK 11JDK. Press enter. It's asking you, do you want to continue because it requires 424 megabytes of additional disk? Yeah, we have this space. We have 29 gigabytes, right, on our disk. So press Y and press enter. Okay. Take some time. As you can see in my list, we have two commands, the same identical commands. We're doing that just to be sure that this installation work properly. So we can install one more time, and you will see that it says the built-in dependency tree. So this is for building a special dependency tree because list of dependencies will be available for Jenkins as well in the future. Okay, we got it. So now it's time to run final command. In this section, it's called Java -version. So we're good. So this is version 11 because Jenkins is working with only versions 8. Sometimes it's 1.8 and version 11. So because we have version 11, we're good, because we can start installation of Jenkins. Okay, so let's continue, and now it's time to install Jenkins. Please pay attention what I'm doing right now with my commands. Because we have big list, we have forward slashes everywhere, so I can show you what command we have to run one by one. So please highlight line number 1 and line number 2 if you see on my screen. So start with C URL and then finish with def/null. Okay, just copy and run this command. Next command on my in my list has 3 lines. So starting with echo and finally finishing with def null. Again, copy and run, press enter. Now it's time to go with the update command. Again, we updated our binaries. And because we ready to install Jenkins, we're doing that 72 additional megabytes. Yes, we do have this space. Press enter after. And we're ready to see the final message that Jenkins was installed. Okay. And after that, when we finish with Jenkins, we have to check that Jenkins has correct and proper version, the latest version that we expected. So we can run command cat, and we can go to config.xml file to check that the number, the version number of Jenkins is starting with 2 point something. Okay, so let's check after. First of all, finish installation. Okay, so we've got a good message, good news from Ubuntu, from Linux, that Jenkins has been installed. So now it's time to actually check the version. So copy line starting with cat, config.xml, and then run it. So you should be able to see on this line the version number. So if it's 2.3 something, 3.19, let's say starting with 2.3, it's a good news. We have Jenkins. Now it's time to check the final, to run the final command and check the status. So if you see the status is active, yeah, so good news, right? Jenkins is running right now, but you can also see for some reason maybe inactive. So for these purposes, you have a command called sudo systemctl start Jenkins. You can also restart Jenkins service, and you can also stop Jenkins service. But always please start with the first one. If you see status active, just continue, okay? So we have good news. We finished our installations, the initial installation, Google Chrome installation, Google Chrome driver, Java 11, and Jenkins. Okay, so let's continue in the next video with other installations related to Python and other stuff. Okay, see you soon.